Welcome to the 10th segmented speedrun of Speedrun 4 on my channel. So, if you're new here, I'll give you a quick breakdown. But basically, this is a spliced speedrun. And so a spliced speedrun is when you basically take a bunch of different recordings of a single run, and you put them all together. And you just edit them all in this big, giant conglomerate run. It's a pretty cool thing. And so this specific form that I'm doing is for the past 45 runs, so the 45 runs you see just before this segmented speedrun, I take the first level from the first run, which in this case will be day 406, the second level from the second run, which is 407, the third level from the third run, which is 408, yada yada yada, all the way up till I get to the 45th level from the 45th run, or the run that was just posted, day 450. Alrighty. Without much further ado, let's get started. Alright. So, yeah, this is the very start of the game. This must have been during the World Cup, where everybody was indeed jumping. Congratulations to Spain for winning that. I was actually out of town during the final game, so I wasn't able to give a live, reaction run. But, I say it was a pretty fucking weak game, to be honest. I don't know why I'm talking about the World Cup. But yeah, it's mostly because these levels are pretty boring. But yeah. So the timers are going to be pretty... Oh yeah, I forgot to explain that. So the timer on the left side of your screen is going to be the timer from that specific speedrun. So if you look at the top right of the leftmost timer, you'll see it says 408. So you know this is from 408. The timer on the right is going to be our timer, and it's going to time the entire segmented run throughout. It's worth noting. Also, pardon my cough. I've been sick, and I'm at the coughing stage. And when I get coughs, I specifically get terrible guttural coughs. So that's going to be a staple throughout the entire run. We're not doing terribly so far. Somehow we're almost a second behind, or almost a second ahead already. Part of me thinks the splice timer isn't calibrated right, but I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's funny, I made the same mistake twice. What the Jesus, with the timing. Maybe it shows that I've just gotten that good. It's also the fact that it's actually happened a few times now, I believe, where I've had to actually reset the timer. So, I think this might actually be like the PB. It's also because most of these don't actually beat the PB as well. So I think the segmented or spliced speedrun PB was set on segment number 6, which doesn't sound that much until you realize that was 45 times 6 days ago, which is almost a year. So I did the math wrong. 45 times 4, which is half a year. So, yeah, half a year of speedrunning between then and now is going to look a lot better. We're doing an eagle run today. But, yeah. Honestly, there's not a lot to talk about in these early game speedrun, in this early game part of the run. It's just, yeah, it's an early game speedrun. This is one of the longest levels in the game. I believe it's the third longest, only behind 23 and 45. And we're right back to where we were. This must have been Father's Day, which actually was a PB as well, day 413. I recommend you to check it out. Obviously it's my fastest run. I believe it sits at like an 18:27, 500 something. So, pretty good shit. Mostly an unassuming level from a pretty decent run. We're on the level 9. Yep. What you see is what you get. The run doesn't get very interesting until level 14. You'll see why in a little bit. Well, technically I could have made it interesting as early as level 4, but I'm not good enough at the game to do that yet. But yeah, here is Urban City. It's a city. Shocking, I know. Number 11. Yeah, not much to really say. I know this was probably. Oh shit! I was trying for the skip. That's crazy. Yeah, there's actually. It's not really a skip, but the way I do it turns it into a skip. If you hit the death barrier right, you can basically you can bounce off it and hit another platform. But I failed to do it there. If you want to see a successful, tune back in on Sunday. I'll tell you why at the end of this run. And just like that, we've gone from being a second ahead to nearly 20 behind. That's not looking good. Is the PB from fucking half a year ago going to stand? It may. It's pretty cool though. Our timer's actually consistently been. Oh no, it's not. But it's consistently been faster than the left side. Now we're a little bit slower. All right, we are gaining on level 14. We're about to see something super cool. You ever seen 14 be beat in 10 seconds? Here you go. You just run up this ramp, and you wrap to the other ramp. It's insane. I know. Crazy. So that is what you would call a skip. Oh, this must have been weed day 420. Yeah, day 420. But that is what you would call professionally a skip in this game, where basically you either utilize the death barrier or you just use a decoration to skip a whole chunk of a level. You'll see a lot more skips if you keep watching, especially after level 31. I should say 32. Oh yeah, Verse also released the summer event. Even though I don't know, I'm releasing this. I'm gonna post this. Actually, I'm recording it right now at basically 10 o'clock at night. It's probably gonna post a little bit before midnight. But I don't know. Talks on the Speedrun 4 Discord said that the event was gonna end today. Damn, I just died. Oh, I must have been pissed. Yeah, like I just moved the timer. I was fucking raging. I don't know what the hell made me rage. Probably because I was a minute and a half behind by level 17. That's pretty terrible. But, yeah. It's wonderful. If you want to see some cool rage runs, just look at anything that has over 20 minutes of, a more than 20, speedrun that's longer than 20 minutes. You'll usually see some pretty good shit. But, yeah. Apparently the summer thing was supposed to end today, but I didn't see any update that ended it, so I don't know what the fuck Verse is doing. Maybe it's gonna. There was an event. If you don't know, there was an event before called the Donut event, and the Donut event lasted for about a year and a half. So it's possible we might still have the summer event in the middle of Christmas. Yeah, this level also has a skip. There's like I can do half of the skips in the game, but I can't. It's basically just I'm not skilled enough yet, so I can only do like half of them. Hopefully later on I'll be able to do more, make these things actually interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, it's actually another interesting update. Apparently Verse is testing out a racing mechanic in Speedrun 4. You can select a bunch of different levels and you can race your friends. I don't know why I'm like wording this like it's a fucking sponsorship. It's not. Hey guys, guess what holiday I recorded this one on? You will never be able to guess. It's fitting too, actually. It's funny. Funny how it worked out. The level that got in the segmented run was the money level, which is American currency. It's arguably the most American level in the game. It's funny. Oh my god, I remember this again. This was when Trump was doing some stupid shady shit. Sorry to get a little bit political. I'm just gonna go on a minor tangent. Trump basically called the president of FIFA and told him, I don't really know what the hell he said, but he convinced him to somehow delay Balogun's suspension by a year. And it didn't fucking do anything because we still lost the game to Belgium like 4-1. So it was literally for nothing. But that was a pretty funny. It was pretty terrible too because it took place literally. Oh my god. Let me see if I can splice this well. There we go. That must have been, yeah, you can tell I was ranting about football penalties. Yeah, that was a run. I actually edited that picture into the speedrun after the fact because it was nowhere near a PB. So, that's pretty funny. Yeah, if you want to see a funny rant run, go ahead and, I think it was 420, like, 7 or something, I'm not sure. But, yeah. But the timing just sucked ass because it was literally one day after the 4th of July. So, like, I got to celebrate my country, and then I immediately got to fucking be disappointed. Like, what the hell? But anyway, yeah. This must have been when I was recording on my laptop. Basically, if you missed it, I actually went on vacation for the later 2 weeks of July. So I was recording a few runs. Well, I was already behind on a few runs, mostly because I think I was editing the one after 4th of July. So these are all, the reason why the aspect ratio just changed dramatically is because I was on my computer in the middle of the night doing these speedruns. And one thing you may have noticed is that I didn't take the skip on 24. I am abysmal at speedrunning on my laptop. Sorry, I meant to say laptop, not computer. But yeah, I am terrible at it, so I usually don't take skips. Oh shit, the volume's on here. My bad. When I'm editing these, I usually put the volume all the way down and I replace it with the music you're listening to right now. But as I'm recording, I fucking forgot to put this volume on 0 for some reason. Obviously, the reason I do that is because I commentate live over all my speedruns, so you don't want multiples of me talking to you. That'd be annoying. Here is what's cited by a lot of people as the most difficult level in the game, and you'll see why right here. And yeah, this level pisses off many. And I'd say it arguably, yeah, see, I'd say it arguably is the most rage bait inducing level. Mostly because you either have to slow down and stop on every single ice cream sphere, or you just have to be perfect with your jumps. Right here I was trying to be as perfect as possible. This is essentially nuked our odds of actually beating the segmented BB, unfortunately. Because we're all the way at a current pace of 2030. So that's pretty fucking terrible. There has to be like some sort of like miracle to happen if we get a PB here. Splice PB. Ironically, our timer's actually still about 20 seconds ahead, at least of this run's timer. Must have been terrible. Don't worry, I think we'll be out of the laptop era in a little bit. Ah, fuck. Here is Golden Clock. This is what I believe is the hardest level in the game. Or, you know, the main game, the main world. Just because of all the slanted or short platforms. Unfortunately, I think there's a little bit of survivorship bias. Because most people can't make it past 27. So they don't know this level exists. So they assume 27 is just the worst. But, yeah. This level can be a pain as well. And here is the big surprise to some of you returning. Or some of you are returning to Speedrun 4 after a few years. Yeah, Verse actually added 15 new levels to a world he calls the Classic Dimension. Now, why the hell Verse would ever do this, I don't know. And I'm not just nostalgia baiting either. These levels are kind of mid, to be honest. They're somewhat mediocre. I mean, don't you notice the fact that they are almost as easy as, like, you know, levels 13 through, I don't know, 18? That's weird. They shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't get really hard around, like, the mid-20s, and then suddenly, boom, it's easy road again. It's strange. It fucks up the entire pace of the game. You may have also noticed, but yeah, a lot of the textures look very suspiciously like they were made by AI. I don't necessarily dislike AI, but I think it's a little bit more of a lazier form of development. Especially since Verse literally owns a group that develops an artist game. Yeah, like you know those Roblox games where you can spray art on the ground? He owns one of those. So I don't know why he couldn't have just like um, commissioned people from there. But whatever. Not my game. Not my responsibility. I guess. Some of these levels are pretty funny though. Like he made a whole temple, Aztec temple area about pickles. That's a pretty cool concept. But again, like these platforms are very easy to run on. But they are also very easy to skip because if you've noticed, a lot of these levels have a lot of weird decorations in them. Let's see. I don't think I used the skip. Oh yeah, this must have been. This is when I went on that trip specifically. Basically, it's called the Band of Brothers trip. It's a World War II experience where basically you get to follow the historic route of one of the battalions of the 506th Division or 506 Company, which is Easy Company. Pretty cool shit. There's a series. There's both a book and there's a series on HBO. If you want to watch it, I think it's one of the best things about history ever. And I was blessed to actually go on. Like I was in Europe for several days. Originally, I'd also intended to make runs for every single day, but I didn't end up doing that because I fucking hate running. If I can't run on my laptop, what made me think I could run on my iPad? I don't know, but I could not. So I just waited till I got back to re-record or backlog record a bunch of runs. Damn, we're dying in all the shitty places today. Shit. Don't worry, you only have to endure my coughing for a little bit more. Alright, our segmented timer is totally abysmal. When you realize that this run's timer was literally a minute and a quarter above the fucking PB, and this timer is about 30 seconds ahead of that. It's pretty terrible. We got plenty of skips though. We just did a skip right there. This level has a skip as well. Actually, a pretty dramatic skip. I think it speaks for itself, honestly. I'm not sure how the hell Verse did not notice that there's basically, I like to call it like, I don't know, you can call it like a chutes and ladders skip. Like the fact that there's like you know in the game, chutes and ladders. Yes, I don't know. I don't know how the hell you call it. The thing where you can run up the ladder or slide off the thing. Um, but you know that fucking weird ass ladder that takes you from like the 30th level to the 90th level? That's basically what that dragon is. And I'm not sure how the hell Verse didn't see that. Sorry. For some reason, okay, you can't see it right now because it's post-editing, but my playback tool is really being laggy. Like, I can't see a single thing. Hopefully it kind of, behaves, because I don't want to have to fuck over. But it's probably not going to. This sucks. Okay. Well, I've seen what happens already, and it's pretty abysmal. Basically, on one of the very last platforms of the level, I got hung up, and I was not able to get up over the platform, and I ended up dying. I don't know if you've seen that yet, because of course my fucking editor has to shit the bed. Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't know what the hell it's doing. My editor is genuinely just shitting the bed. There we go. Okay, it's fixing itself. Okay, I'm sure you've seen that scene by now. Yeah, you've probably shed a few tears because it was so, I don't know, depressing. But yeah, that actually happened to me in a real run. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, the playback just lagged a shit ton. I have no clue where I'm supposed to be. All I know is I'm in the wrong place entirely. So here is what we are going to do. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know where you're at because my playback was super laggy and it didn't. Like usually when it lags, it jumps forward to the part it's supposed to be at, but no, I'm still stuck in level 39. So by now you've probably seen level 40 skip. That's pretty cool. Um, you're probably watching level 41 skip. So I hope you enjoy that. Um, I'm not gonna bother splitting the timer anymore. I'm just gonna wait and see where I can stop it, and then I'll go back and I'll retime it. Dude, I fucking hate this editor so much, man. I'm sorry. I'm literally watching it in the editor screen, and it just would not fucking play the video. So I don't know anymore. Just gonna have to go down here until I'm out the very last area. But yeah, anyways, I'll just do my closing thoughts right here while you watch the rest of the run. I hope you enjoy 41, 43, and 44 skip. They're pretty cool too. Again, I'm not sure how the hell Verse didn't notice the problem with 43 skip. Like, it's literally just a straight run. But anyway, I was going to announce this anyway. I forgot, or I didn't really forget, I just wasn't able to make a 2-year special all the way back in May 5th. So guess what's coming out? That's right, this Sunday, the 2.28 year special. This Sunday, don't miss it. Gonna be out at like 5 o'clock Pacific time. As well as that, there's going to be a true segmented run. Now, these segmented runs are always pretty decently fun because, you know, like, you get to see where your kind of average is at because you see the last few runs. But the cool thing about a true segmented run, or I'm going to call them possible PB runs, is that I use all of my best PBs. Basically, I just take a bunch of, like, PBs from every single level, and I put them all in a segmented run. So we'll actually see the very best of Yogi the One speedrun. And that's a deathless run. It'll have skips that I don't do in my normal runs. It'll have random shortcuts that I don't do in my normal runs. So I really recommend checking it out, because it's going to be really interesting to see where my potential PB's at. And I'll release them, from now on, I'll release them every single day alongside these, like, sort of more general segmented speedruns. And that'll be a whole new thing. See, I'm sure you're probably at the end of the run by now. I'm just going to end the timer. You'll see on the thumbnail and title whatever the actual time is. I don't know. But, yeah. So what did we learn today? Fuck OpenShot and fuck Microsoft for not... Fuck Microsoft for not being able to run things correctly. Thank you very much for watching.